JosheFett's, and we're going to be playing Octagon today. Right now I'm on level 8, but I want to talk about other things, instead of kind of, cursing up a storm and stuff. But let's turn it down a little. I'm going to be starting up a fan fiction. And if you don't know what that is, pretty much it's just a fan-made story. If you don't know what that is already. So there's that. But my fanfiction, it is going to be a Halo fanfiction. This takes place far into the future, and yes, there's the new group of enemies. There's the old group of enemies, which is the Covenants, which you have the Singhili, the Yeagar, or I believe that's their name. You have the Jarlhane, and just the whole, pretty much, just the elites, the brutes, the grunts, the jackals, all those good guys, all those guys. We do have Spartans, but the story's gonna be more based on either side. Alright, so what the story's, and this takes place in like 31, I want to say, so there's that. One of the main things the story is about a Spartan 6, and yes, there are Spartan 6s in this Halo fanfiction, which Spartans aren't very useful at this time because there's been a whole new evolution in weapons. Humans combining their technology with Promethean weapons and winning the Human Covenant wars. Well, one of the bad things about this is that mankind starts turning to the bad guy. Like, let's regenerate the track. There we go. Like, for example, there's a new group that arose known as the, I can't remember their name. I had it down pat and everything. They're called the Obelisk. And it's a group of people who believe. Damn, I fucking suck at this game today. It's a group of people who believe that the whole universe is going to end at the hands of a new but ancient force, and they're not talking about the Forerunners. They're talking about something that's a little older than that. Now, people put it off as a joke. People put it off as a conspiracy theory, and either as a lie or they just think that the Obelisks are crazy. Well, to prove that they are right, the Obelisk, which are pretty much the new terrorist group, is, aside from the fuck. Oh my god, my head is just. I'm trying to remember a lot of the Halo enemy groups. Let's see, you have. Yes, the Insurrectionists. They're the human terrorist group of Halo. But yeah, they are even worse than the Insurrectionists themselves, because not only that, but they've gotten a hold of all sorts of technology not known to any of the races in Halo. So what they started doing is they started experimenting, but as you know, everything goes wrong. They unleashed that ancient race they were talking about, and they're known as the three corrupted species because they literally went corrupt. Their bosses went corrupt, and had these extraordinary powers. Well, here's one problem: if you use their powers for too long, they'll dematerialize because of just the amount of raw energy that is used to generate those powers. So, like the Didact from Halo 4. Well, he you know how he had psychic powers or some shit like that, or he uses kinetic energy to lift his opponents up and stuff. Well, it's sort of like that, but except they're actually using their life force, which is a hell of a lot stronger than what the Didact did. Now, the three corrupted species are known as, which I'll go with kind of like with what they're like pretty much made up of. God damn it. There you have the weakest, which is the Jedi, and but they are strong in intellect, meaning that they're weaker than the other two corrupted species, but then again, they're much more intelligent and much more advanced than those, and they're the ones that supply. Oh, I'm a dumbass for doing that. But they're the ones who supply the other two with the weapons they needed. So they're pretty much like the factory group of the three. The main oh my god, fucking again. Shit, I'm a dumbass. But which they do supply the weapons. Now moving on, they have high technological advancements, and these are three races combined. Their race groups are completely unknown, but it's but they are very powerful. As for the second group, which is the next main group, they are known as the Jonin, which they are the powerhouse of the few. Now, I will say this, and it is a little bullshit. Not much is known about these guys. God damn, I fucking hate this guy. I cannot talk while I'm doing this. Not much is known about the. So I did say Jedi, so I'm on to Jonin, I think. Yeah, Jonin. They are the more aggressive side of the corrupted species. For example, they create the numbers needed for their armadas. Well, they have a problem with that. They could get so overpopulated with warriors and soldiers and so on and so forth that they start running out of supplies. But that's whenever the third group comes in. The Dredge, which are pretty much the strongest out of the few because that's where all the leaders are. Now, you could say that's more of a tribal thing, but at the same time, it's really not. These guys are very, 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 very powerful in weapons, numbers, skill, and class. The reason I say class is because they are far, far more advanced than any other being in the Halo saga. Now, why are they so? Now, the question is, why are you making a Halo fanfic just for the hell of it? I mean, I recently saw the opening intro for Halo 5 Guardians, and I'm like, holy shit! I just had an orgasm. Oh, that spot every time. That spot gets me. I'll try this again before I regenerate. But anyways, I've had looking at the dot game. I mean, that was just me being me and stuff. I mean, that was just cussing up Storm, trying to be a little funny. Well, this one's more serious. Now I like a lot of the stuff what they did with the Halo, with the entire Halo saga. There we go. But one of the most saddest things I've ever seen throughout the entire game would have to be whenever Cortana dies, which, sorry to remind a lot of you, but whenever Cortana died, I literally started crying. I was that much of a fan at the time. As of now, it's iffy, because, I have not played Halo. My Xbox 360 stopped working. The tray, it works perfectly fine, but the tray itself will not read the disc. So there's that, which kind of sucks. But hopefully, whenever I do buy my laptop, I can save up more money and get myself a new Xbox 360 from Amazon or something, which would be like what about $100, if not most. I need to look on Amazon anyway. But yeah, I've had I've had a lot of problems with that Xbox, and then I've had that thing for about 8 years now. Yeah, 8 years going, and I'm officially 18, so that yeah, I've had it for 9 years now because I got that for Christmas. I don't know, Christmas or my birthday. If it was Christmas, it'd be 8 years. If it was my birthday, it'd be 9 years now. But yeah, no, it just started working. I have the Halo games I have is a Halo 3. Used to have Halo 4. I had. Oh my god, am I supposed to stop on that track? Ooh, this one looks interesting. Alright, anyways, my youngest brother, it was me, my brothers, and my uncle. We were all playing Halo in my room. And this is before I got a gaming shelf for the game consoles. God damn it, that fucking spot. I swear my head's hurting right now. But, shit, right track. I'm not doing very well in this game. But, this kind of sucks. What is the back? Nope, back button doesn't do anything. But, oh my god, I lost my words. I'm so fucking stupid. Anyways, it was me, my brothers, and my uncle, and, the Xbox was on a floor standing up. This is before I got a gaming shelf, like I said. We were all playing. My brother got too excited, and he kicked over my Xbox and scratched up my new Halo 4, and which it literally fucked it up. There was no way of repairing it. There was like at least more than 20 scratch rings on the back of it, which I was really pissed that day. I turned off the Xbox, took the game out, and voila, there it is, the fucking scratches. Which I really wanted to play Halo 4 again, but you know, I'm kind of a lazy bum and I need a job. Anyways, but yeah. Anyways, I'm moving back onto the story. Well, hold on. I got Halo Wars, Halo 3. I think that's about it. Those are pretty much the only two Halo games I actually have. But above that, back to the story this time. I promise you it was this time. The Dredge, Jedi, and the Jonin have been reawakened by the Obelisk, in which the Obelisks are granted with unlimited power. Well, there's a simple problem with that. They'd have to literally become corrupted in order for that to happen. So what they have been doing is they've been going around destroying, wreaking havoc, and they are large numbers. I mean, they started out as a small group, but whenever they joined forces with the insurrectionists, they pretty much took over the entire. Fuck you. They pretty much took over the entire group itself, and the numbers just added up. It pretty much tripled. So they come close to the sheer numbers of the UNSC themselves. So, anyways, they start attacking, and they've literally, with the amount of technology they've been given, combined with what they already have, they're destroying planets left and right. They don't care who's in their way as long as they can get that power. Because compared to every other army, they were just a laughing stock. No one took them seriously up until now. So, as the war was brought to them, the UNSC started losing because of the huge technological difference. Now, the Obelisk did use like a old school technology, stuff that relied on a lot on oils rather than energy based weapons like the Covenant, for example. Now, ooh, 35%. Oh, that was 22. Never mind. But these guys just wreak havoc. They at least destroyed 5 planets, took over those planets, and turned them into pretty much like production homes for 5 years. And the UNSC having getting their asses handed to them. Well, the Covenant, they came to terms with the Covenant. Like they stay out of the UNSC, like the humans stay out of the Covenant's way. Whenever they're passing through on a planet, the Covenant has to follow the new treaty that they will not attack, unless provoked or anything like that. Now, whoever was provoked will be punished by imprisonment for at least 10 years. And it's a little extreme, yes, but I mean, you have a lot of racist humans out there, and yada yada yada, that gibberish. Anyway, oh wow, I never make that. Anyway, yeah, the obelisk goes around, and the Covenant lends a hand, and the Covenant starts losing because of technological difference as well. Well, they put two and two together, and the Covenant sides behind, they have to, both armies have to let each other know what's going on whenever they're working together. Well, behind the UNSC's back, behind Oni's back, as at that matter, the Covenant decides to send scout units out to the main planet known as Yelvisk. And as corny as that name may sound, I really just don't care. I was out of ideas, and I had to come up with a name. Anyway, Yelvisk is the main home planet for the human tribals known as the Obelisk. Now, as they go there, they discover a new alien race, but at the same time, these scouts are attacked, and only one makes out barely alive due to the amount of low air pressure and the amount of shots the Singhili scout took. Whenever he gives new data information, they compared the Forerunner technology to this enemy's technology and saw it was a much more greater threat. Like for example, the Didex, whenever he was on his ship, and he shot a beam to kill all the humans on Earth, theirs is much more destructive. The three corrupted species beings are much more dangerous due to the fact that they turn anything to ash. Not like the Didex, where all life force with all. Oh my god, I cannot talk. I cannot play this game. What the fuck? Where all life forces are turned into ashes. No, anything in its path is turned to ashes or glass. Whenever I mean glass the planet, I mean literally glass the planet. Like melt everything until it is pretty much glassed. Kind of like sand in a way. But moving on. They saw the destructive forces, and this new force starts winning by a landslide because of the technological difference. Well, Spartans have been decommissioned for about they've been decommissioned for about 400 years. The last time they were used was during 2600s. So they've been decommissioned for about 400 years, and they've in secrecy. The Oni has been training them behind UNSC's back. They've been training them themselves, and they have been recently recommissioned to go out into battle. Now, then I pulled some images off of Google, and I do have pretty much the armor concept of each unit type. You know, for example, like Battlefield 3, how they have your engineer class, your assault, your support, and your recon, and so on and so forth. So I pretty much have that down, but I have each individual Spartan down as well. There's a total. There is a total of 8 of them. 9. No, 8. There's a total of 8 of them, which I'm not doing good on this. I'm making bad decisions. But yeah, anyhow, these Spartans are being sent out, and they're being thrown against an unknown enemy but but the Spartan technology, like the armor and the weapons they use, have evolved so they could withstand more than just the regular Marine. So there's that. As for Obelisk, they had seen that the new Spartan forces are just starting to dominate. So they send out an elite group of their own, known as the Huntsmen. Now, sooner or later, these guys will clash, and it will be rough, and it'll be rough. I'm hoping that I could get it to where it'd be awesome. It'd be awesome enough. But there's gonna be a lot of people. There's gonna be a lot of death, destruction, blood, gore, stuff. I'll leave it at stuff. But yeah. I am just about done with this video anyway. Did not make it that time. Oh well. I'm sorry if I didn't talk much, and sorry if this wasn't, what I usually do, but I'm thinking I'm gonna start doing videos like this. And yes, this is known as it's Halo, but I cannot think of another name to it. Like Halo, like Halo 5 Guardians, for example. Like you have that name after that. So there's that. Hopefully I can get another name for it, like another story I might do is Halo Renegade, which is about a rogue Spartan who's looking to take both sides down, but ends up becoming something else, yada yada yada. But still, if you have the chance, there is a website. Let's see here, the World's Neva and the Realms of Vengeance. They're pretty much both random sites. Now, as for the yes, this is a site from the gameplay and commentary. Sorry, people, but you have character races and species, from which what we have right now is aliens, which I may or may not throw the dredge in there. You have anthropologists, which like werewolves and stuff. Beastmen, like anthros, furries, for example. You have cyborgs, dragon, human, insectoid, monster, and reptilian, and hopefully we could get more added. Which, let's move this down a little so I can go back. So there's that. We already have the move set, and we already have the applications done. But at the moment, I am working on the on the rules, which I do have right here. So yeah, if you would visit these, this one I have everything situated on. I'm always looking for new members. I'm also looking for some new staff, moderators and administrators. But yeah, just to advertise this a little. Which, oops, wrong thing. You were not supposed to see that. But yeah, I'm on yeah. This just goes about right. As for rpgdragons.org, I would actually suggest the site. You could create your own dragon, and it's pretty awesome. I like the site so far. But yeah, that's about the end of this video. If you like the video, just like it and stuff, and bullshit. See you fuckers later.